Hey guys, this is John, and I'm playing platyborg in the 1 minute pool on ICC. This is my first game of the session. Haven't played on ICC in a couple days, but we just jumped in, and platyborg is our first opponent. This guy is on here all the time. I just see him like every time I have a session nowadays. It's very interesting. Let's see if he sacks on e6. He might do that. He does not. Okay, we'll go here and attack f4. He's giving me a chance to just win this pawn, so I'll take that. He'll probably double up his rooks, I'm guessing. Okay, let's take here. Now I have a good chance of being able to jump my knight into e4. Okay, let's go back. I think rook g8 is all right. Looking to play this. I can really torture him in this position. He's going to have to seek counterplay somewhere. Let's take this opportunity to trade queens.
Check. Check.
We'll go here, and his bishop is running out of squares. Okay, let's come up with this.
Check.
Okay, we'll bring our king up. And I think I can just advance my pawns now.
Time warning.
Let's go here. Not doing the best job of converting this, unfortunately.
Check. Check.
Now he has to give this up, yeah. And this is totally winning.
Check.
Let's just do that, just for simplicity's sake.
Check. Check. Check.
Okay, let's check here.
Check. Checkmate.
Just trying to make sure I avoided the stalemate at the end there. All right, back in the pool. So a 69-move victory over platyborg to start the session. That was fun. And let me take this time to say that I will not stop playing on ICC. There seems to be a little bit of a misconception out there that because I've been playing on lichess lately that I'm not going to play on ICC, and I can tell you that that's not the case. I'm just going to be playing on both sites. I really like lichess, and I want to support the project that is lichess.org, so I'll be playing on there in addition to ICC, which, as we all know, ICC has the highest level of competition on the internet, and I like playing high levels of competition, so I'll continue to do that. Let's take a look at some games that are in progress. It's about almost 11 p.m. Central Time. Could get a mixed bag of action here. Seems like there's some decent players in, but you never know. platyborg's rating was really high. I was surprised by that, 2667.
Check.
He's certainly good enough to have that rating. I'm just surprised that he got up that high so quickly. Okay, let's go knight d2 now. I'm threatening this knight. Okay, I'll do this and try to enforce an e4 pawn break. Maybe... I was wondering about playing for c5 instead.
Check.
e4 is hanging now. Okay, I want to go here. I dropped a pawn. This is not exactly what I intended.
Check.
Let's go bishop g5. Maybe I can make something happen with my bishop pair, but it's going to be tough. He is pinned now along this file. Can't quite do much damage, though. Not as much as I'd like. It's a complicated position, however. Let's go here and attack his queen. Okay, we'll do this. He can play e3, though. I think I can do this. And if pawn takes, I have queen takes e4. And if not pawn takes, then I'm taking on g7.
Check. Check.
Let's do this. I can take that pawn, unfortunately.
Check.
Maybe rook g4 to come. Maybe,
check.
Maybe.
Check. 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 Check.
Go after this pawn.
Check. Check.
Draw?
No draw.
Check. 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 Check.
Draw.
Oh, it was drawn by repetition. Okay. That was a close call for him. I just thought with my time advantage that I would spurn the draw and try to go for the flag. So we're playing JN Cool 68 now. Let's play H6. We'll play I guess anti-Moscow variation. This line always gets sharp. Let's go H5. Go here. This is not the best move necessarily, but it's interesting nonetheless. So if he moves his bishop, E5 is a pretty good retort. So now I can try to play Queen C5 maybe. Let's do this. That can't be a good move. Well, I don't know actually. Let's go here. I'm going to try to keep the position closed somewhat. He might have a lot of compensation though now that I look at it. Okay, we'll do this. Maybe bishop A6 is what he can plan.
Check.
I've got some material going
Time warning.
for my trouble here. Hard to say who's better in this position. It really is. Tough to say. My pawn is dangerous now. Let's back it up.
Check.
I can go knight D2 next move. What's he going to do about that? Yeah.
Check.
Okay, now I can force a trade of queens. Yeah, he's not going to survive this.
Checkmate.
Okay, that was a really complicated game against Jan Cool. Let's see who this player is. Jean-Noel Riff from France. Okay. Let's take a look at some of the games going on. Wow, Richie Incognito has a rating over 2,500. He's playing platyborg. Okay, so if I get a crack at one of these guys, or both of these guys this session, this will be nice. We'll just kibitz this game for a second while we're waiting to be paired. I was going to say that I like black, but I'm not so sure. Black will probably avoid the trade of queens. I think he would play queen f6 in that position. Maccabee is our next opponent. Okay, we'll do this and we'll give it check. I like this line. Definitely don't mind playing this variation. And I'll fianchetto my light square bishop. Let's do this.
Check.
We'll play for a slightly better endgame. Go bishop f4, threatening this pawn. I think I can do this. Go king d2. Okay. Yeah, they can't take the pawn on a3, unfortunately for them. So let's try to take advantage of that. This is a nice move, king b2. Solidifies my advantage, I think.
Check.
Let's go after more pawns. Well, I can do this. Okay.
Check.
Not entirely sure.
Time warning.
I think I can do this. And defend. I'm trying to win this in a clean way, but it's not easy right now.
Check. Check. Check.
He's gonna try to blitz me out.
Check.
I would too if I were in his shoes.
Check.
I think I'm gonna get flagged.
Check.
It's pretty difficult. He's trying to predict. He's trying to track where I'm gonna check him. Yeah, he was just too fast that game. Yeah, he, like with moves like rook g8, he knew that I was trying to run with my king, like anticipating rook f8 check. So That player was just very fast. Okay, well, I am back in the pool just waiting to be paired. These two guys are still playing. They got paired again. Looks like platyborg is getting the better of this. He's up 2 pawns, and as long as he keeps f7 and d6 reasonably defended, he's good. So, rook e1's a good move, threatening rook f1, and also queen e2 mate. Probably knight e3 has to be played. Richie Incognito couldn't make it, though. Okay, so platyborg and I have some sort of maybe hybrid Kali system. I don't know. Hard to say what to call it. Let's go knight f6. Let's see if he'll trade. I'll try to trade dark square bishops with him. I'm going to be a pest. If he moves his queen, I have this shot. He missed that. Because if rook takes, I can win his rook on e1. Let's force his knight back. His knight doesn't have a lot of good squares, though. Let's do this. Attack his a2 pawn. So I have everything defended. This is a nice situation to be in. Gotta be careful. Don't want to get back rank anything. Okay, now he's planning on coming over to h4. So again, I have to be careful. No more tricks for him, I don't think. So let's set up queen e4 with the trade. Okay, let's go b5. Yeah, he's going to try to attack these pawns. Let's go here.
Check.
We'll get behind this pawn. Can't really do much now. We'll just trade that.
Check. Check. Check.
Oh
Check.
boy.
Check.
I think I'm going to get him on time, though. Yeah, I got him on time. All right, wow. 86 moves that game. Back in the pool. 25-25. Yeah, this is how I like to handle the platyborg, because he's very tricky. He'll go for any sort of counterplay. He's very resourceful. So, like, the more sedate the position I can get him in, the better, I think. Because I honestly think I might have a slight edge on him in technical play. He seems to get me when the position gets sharp, but I happen to notice this tactical shot, rook takes d4, and I think I did a reasonable job of keeping the position boring and technical after that. You know, my technique wasn't good by any means, but we were in a time scramble towards the end, so. All right, so let's take a look, see who's playing. Oh, Castor is in as well. Against Babakaevsky. Okay, platyborg once again. King's Indian, and we had an exchange King's Indian last time, so he might know that I like to play this line. Yeah, we've played this before. Okay, let's go knight d2 and start maneuvering. If I get my knight into c4, this is just great for me. See if he'll take it. I was expecting him to maybe take it. Okay, let's do this. No bishop trade. Let's get into a5 and then into c6 after this. Okay, we'll just go king e2. He's probably going to strive for some sort of activity. Let's bring this here. If knight c5, rook takes c4. Okay, let's do this first. Guard e4. He can have a4 so long as I get b3. I can take on c6 actually right now.
check,
I blundered that. That was not good.
check,
And I blundered that too. All right. That was a bad one. How quickly my position fell apart. Yeah, just knight b4 right here with potentially unclear ending. If we trade rooks, I have 2 connectors with pretty good play. Yeah, unfortunate because I had a good position going. Missed some good chances. I'll gladly keep going into this position. I'm not sure about that c5 move. I still haven't looked this up, but I remember he's played this against me before. And I didn't find it to be that good because a4 is a nice undermining move. But, you know, fair play to him for creating counterplay. Totally missed. I was trying to be tricky right here, actually, because after a2, I can play rook b2, trying to win the pawn. But I thought he would play rook a3 after that. And I wanted to catch him like pre-moving rook a3. So that's why I played king d3. But of course, that was just a bad move. Okay, so I'm back in the pool, waiting to be paired. Babakaevsky is the next player, next opponent. Wastes a tempo, and then plays the bishop out to b5. It's castle. Let's see if he takes on c6. He does not. Interesting. Okay, I'll just go here. And then maybe pin him and try to win this pawn. Guess I gotta do this to win it back, though. Not sure about this. Queen e1, maybe? Queen e1 is still a good idea. Try to go c4. Ooh, yeah. This is not fun. It's interesting, though. And now I'm kind of just down a pawn for no apparent reason. Let's take. Ooh, gotta watch out for my dark squares. Yeah, these dark squares are gonna be painful. Gotta run with my king.
check, check,
Guess we'll try to blockade on the dark squares now. Can move his queen up. I win this knight, I guess. But still, I'm pinned on the knight here.
check,
Okay.
check,
This is still bad. Rook b7
Check.
is a good move. You can take
Check.
an f7.
check.
Now my a pawn is my big hope.
Time warning.
Yeah, this is not good. Let's run this over.
Check, check,
Rook d8. Yeah. Didn't actually take that. Interesting. All right. Resign. Okay, 2490 after that one. Haven't played well on the board over the last 2 games. Let's go g3. And then we'll go here. See if he trades. He does not. Okay, b3. Might go d4. Yeah. I'll go for a double fianchetto position. Maybe I can undermine with e3. Does get a very nice center, though. Guess we'll just play to undermine e4. My knight is very, very passive. Okay, b4. We're going to open this up. Or try to. See, now he can attack the c4 pawn. Guess we'll do this. I can take, because he's pinned here on the long diagonal. I win his rook. Let's go rook b1. I want to jump my knight into e5. This is the ultimate goal. Okay, so somehow I got my way out of that mess. Let's play d4. Okay, we'll just take that.
Time warning.
You can play queen d5
Check.
and win b5. Does not do that. Who's lagging? Me or him? I think it was me, actually. That was not good. But I won his queen. All right. I'm going to play a couple more games. Maybe 2 more games. I'm at exactly 2,500. Good action tonight, though, for a pretty late night. Getting a lot of the players on my side of the hemisphere. Mostly South American opponents. This looks good for black. Better pawn structure, materials equal, but this knight on c5 is really well placed. Bishop's coming to e3, so platyborg might be trying to eliminate that piece. Yeah, like bishop takes c5 in conjunction with the attack on the pawn. So now Castor has to take with the pawn. And now white's doing fine. This bishop is restricted. I'd say it's about equal. I don't think black is that much worse, if at all. But queen takes c4 was possible right there. I'm betting on platyborg. Ooh, queen h1. Playing with fire. h5 might be good. Probably should do that. Brings in the queen. So if h5 check, king g5 is the point. And the king is impervious. Okay, so charkikan. We will play the Scandinavian against charkikan. b4, interesting. It's usually something people do to catch you pre-moving. So b4 at a time when it wasn't too obvious to play that move, let's say. b4 is usually better played if you can actually win the pawn on b7. Let's go e5. I think I can do that. His queen is undefended. Yeah, he has to go back. He's still pinned. I'll try to take this. Let's do this. My bishop's defended, so no worries there. Okay, that's just a straight drop of a piece. Okay, and we have one more game coming up. Back in the pool. Just observing Demolisher versus X22. X22 with the hundreds of thousands of bullet games played. That's a nice tactic right there. So if knight takes e5, then queen takes d4, followed by queen takes e5 was the point. So black is much better right now. They're up a solid pawn. They do have double isolated pawns over here, but that doesn't make up for the pawn deficit. Black has a strong dark square bishop too. Okay, Babakaevsky is our next opponent. Ooh, I was going to play something interesting against them, but they might not let me. I was going to play g4 if they had played bishop to b4. Okay. Let's go f4 and g4, g5. This is lots and lots of fun. Then h4 and g6 is the plan. h5 and g6, rather.
Check.
We'll guard the b pawn just because. Let's go h6. Might as well keep pushing. They managed to close down the position somewhat. I can still take this pawn if I want. I have to watch the c5 square, though. Now I'm attacking the knight. Let's back this knight off. It's not working too well. Try to bring my rook to h4, maybe. d6 is hanging. I can take that.
Check.
They have knight e3 if they want after a trade. Doesn't that do much for them, though? I don't know. Let's go here just to rule out knight e3. Not too sure what's going on. I do have this tactic, though. No knight g3 for them.
Check. Check.
They're just pushing this pawn. Kind of randomly, honestly.
Check. Check. Check.
Okay, let's
Check.
give a check here. hoping I don't get mated somehow. Oh,
Check.
no, knight f2.
Checkmate.
Great. Just as I say, I hope I don't get mated. I allowed their king to walk in and checkmate me. So, all right. Yeah, that was a bad way to end the session, but let's tabulate the results. So we played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games, and probably broke about even this session as far as points go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins, a draw, and 4 losses. So, yeah, to Maccabee, platyborg, Babakaevsky twice, although that last game was a real shame with that position I had at the end. It was a little bit annoying, like he had pressure on my e-pawn, but I should probably just let the e-pawn go. Yeah, I just allowed his king to walk in, and I guess I'm already losing right here after king e3. Because rook c1 is the mate threat. What can I do about it? King f1 doesn't help. I can't use my rook to block. So, yeah, that was just poor play at the end. But all right, that was a fun session. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. I'll be back tomorrow with another bullet session. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.